shot.
Martha Walker.
Right now it's a
Okay, that's it from Holliston. Thank you so much. And now we have our starting lineup for the Hopkinton. Jamie Arena. Bella Silva. Emma Gacy. Lily Tarigny. Emily Hayward. Rachel Bouvier. Michaela Scanovan. Sinead Herb. Sophia Delachopper. Allie Hopkins. Harriet Rankin. Morgan Arnold. Thank you everyone for participating. Now for the anthem. What's so proudly we have, and the twilight's last evening, we've got stripes and bright stars through the painful sky. For the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streamed, and rocking
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Tom Nappy on the call, Gene Comiskey on camera, and we are just about ready to get this game underway in this TVL Large matchup between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Holliston Panthers. It should be a good battle out there today. Both teams have a chance at a playoff spot, so they are both hungry for a win here today. Both teams right on the cusp of getting in to the postseason, so this is a big matchup here today. And as you saw the pregame festivities, it is Hopkinton Hillers Youth Lacrosse Day here at the Girls Varsity Lacrosse game, as they had some of the youth girls lacrosse athletes introducing the Varsity Hillers. Hillers 5-8 on this season, Holliston 6-8, and both teams have really proven to be pretty equal to each other. Both very well battle-tested teams. Both teams have pulled off some big wins throughout the season, and both of them want a big win here today. The Hillers are in their home white jerseys, Holliston in their away reds. Hillers will be working left to right across your screen for the opening half. And we'll see who wins on this face-off. And it'll be the Hillers. Nice job by Emily Hayward as she will take it up the far side. Lily Turigny with it. She'll fling it out back to Hayward. Now Scanovan. Bouvier now. Dacey along the near side. Well, this Hillers team has just continued to improve throughout this season. And they're a younger team, but they have just gotten better and better as the season has gone on. Scanovan with it. Looking to approach. Along the far side now. Good box out by Holliston's defense. Hillers are going to work it around. They're going to be patient here. And that's one thing that the Hillers have done a good job of throughout the season, is making sure they have good possessions. A pass out in front by Scanovan to Arena will get a reset. And this is going to give Michaela Scanovan an opportunity. Here she goes, shot, and it's deflected by the keeper. Still a loose ball, she'll pick it up. Well defended by Maya Kirstein, who's in net for Holliston in her junior year. And net for the Hillers, Morgan Arnold in her senior year. Morgan Arnold has been terrific this season for the Lady Hillers. Holliston with possession, looking to work it upfield. Hillers defense looks to clamp down. And here comes Holliston with it. That is Caroline Brady. She'll be someone to look out for here today. One of the premier athletes on that Holliston girls lacrosse team. And we have a huge day at Hillers Sports today. We're going to tell you more about that throughout the course of the broadcast. We'll have baseball and softball following this girls lacrosse action here today. Baseball and softball will be in action against Norwood. And then tomorrow, more baseball and softball as they'll take on Holliston. And it's knocked loose. Hillers have it. Della Copa gets the turnover, and here comes the Hillers. Hillers working upfield quickly. Scanovan with it, leading the pack. Takes the shot, and it's just wide. Getting to the back line is Jamie Arena. Now, these two teams did meet up before. Holliston got the best of Hopkinton over at Comedian Field in Holliston back on April 6th. It was an 18-11 final in that game, so the Hillers looking for some sweet revenge here today. Approaching, shot just wide by Dacey, or Hayward rather, excuse me. It's a nice day out here today. Temperatures in the high 50s, lower 60s. As there's a shot, and is that in? Yes, it is. Michaela Scanovan strikes. Saw the open opportunity and took advantage. It's 1-0 Hillers at 21:37 left to go in the first half. Nice job there by Scanovan. As you can tell, the field is drenched in sun here today in pretty comfortable conditions. It is a little breezy, so that's certainly going to have an effect, especially with some of those long-distance passes. And it should be an interesting weather scenario tonight. Wind expected to pick up, so we'll have some wind for our baseball and softball games later. With it is Martha Walker for Holliston along the far side. Panthers going to work it around. Walker with it. Walker trying to approach the middle. Boxed out, takes it outside, takes the shot. Great save by Arnold. Here comes the Hillers, working up the far side. Scanovan. She's up against Caitlin Queely. Scanovan approaching. Gets it behind the net over to Turigny. Trigny putting on the moves. Over to Arena she goes. Jamie Arena recently scored her 100th career point for the Hillers. I believe it was last week she got that 100th career point. Actually, I believe it was in the victory against Millis broadcast that we had for you here on HCAM. Hayward gets it over. Nice pass. Stacy with a shot. And it's a good save by Maya Kirstein. Kirstein gets it over. Working up the far side. It's Molly McLeod for Holliston. Gets it back now. Over to the near side. Trying to take it up. Amanda Schutt. Pass up. Loose ball along the near side. And it's picked up by the Hillers. Collected by Saneed Her. Here comes her along the sideline. Gets it over to Hayward. Hayward approaching. With it now is Bouvier. And there you can hear that wind. It is expected to be some pretty heavy winds here today. Arena. Gets it over. This game initially a 4:45 start. They started a little bit early, moved up to a 4 o'clock start due to some ceremonies in Holliston later today. And Holliston gets the turnover. Brooke Reese picks it up, and here comes the Panthers up the far side. Holliston looking to approach. Oh, that's going to be a trip. Martha Walker was approaching the net, and some contact from behind. Holliston's going to get the reset. Opportunity to tie up the game for the Panthers. Walker's going to fling it back. She started a little further back than she wanted to, so didn't want to take the risk. Hillers had two defenders shoot out right in front of her, so it was probably a good call. Loose ball. Along the far side, that's Quattromoni. And the Hillers get the turnover. Taken away by Bouvier. Here comes the Hillers up the far side. With it is Turigny. Turigny putting on the moves. Trying to scoot by Brooke Reese. Now Hayward. Looking to approach. Slips through the defender and pops it in. 2-0 Hillers. Emily Hayward, the captain, gets it done. That score comes at 17:33 left to go in the first half. Good score there by the Hillers. Emily Hayward, the captain, gets it done. Well, good start so far for Hopkinton. That was one of their goals, get out in front of this Holliston team. Here comes the Hillers once again back on the attack. Dacey. Hillers have owned the face-off circle so far today. Out in front, Bouvier. Over to Scanovan. Now to Hayward. Hillers switching things up on the field. Arena with it. Hayward gets it over. Just under 17 minutes left to go in this first half. Scanovan approaching. Shot, and it's off the keeper. Loose ball out in front and scooped up by the goalie. Kirstein able to get her net on it. That was a good shot. Long distance shot the Hillers were going for there. So we mentioned we have Hiller baseball and softball today against Norwood. I'll be on the call for baseball. John Ritz will be bringing you the softball game. Both games scheduled to start at 7 p.m. And then tomorrow, baseball and softball once again against Holliston, as the Hiller is going to net one here. Emily Hayward slipping through and netting it. That's her second goal of the day. The score comes at 16-11 left to go in the first half. We do have a surprise for you for the baseball game tomorrow against Holliston at 4 p.m. The legendary Hall of Fame head coach Steve Simos will be on the broadcast for Hiller baseball tomorrow against Holliston. So it should be a fun game, and I'll be over at the softball game for the strikeout cancer game as we get a timeout on the field at 16 minutes 11 seconds left to go. That gives us a chance to remind you, don't forget, every Wednesday on HCAM, you could catch HCAM Sports Talk every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m., bringing you the latest and local high school, college, and professional sports. That's HCAM Sports Talk Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. And on this week's edition, a extended recap of two terrific Hiller lacrosse games that took place last week. The Hiller girls getting a big victory against Medway, 14-7, and the Hiller boys a humongous victory against Dover Sherborne, a game that they took an early lead but had to hang on and played some great defense in the final minutes. An extended look at both of those games tonight on HCAM Sports Talk at 5:30 p.m. So that'll be a good thing to watch heading into tonight's baseball game. So really, you don't have to change the channel at all from HCAM. And of course, we have HCAM News tonight at 6:30 p.m. As seen every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. On this week's edition, the town election results are in. And also, our own John Ritz was at the Trail Explorers event at the Hopkinton Public Library. You can catch that tonight on HCAM News at 6:30 p.m. on must-see HCAM TV Wednesdays. Off the timeout, Hiller's up 3-0. Here goes that is Emily Hayward up the far side. Over to Bouvier. Just under 16 minutes left to go now. Hiller's looking to pile it on and take control of this game. They have certainly controlled the pace of this game so far. They've done a great job with their possessions, not giving up turnovers, and a great job at forcing Holliston turnovers. Hayward approaching. Out in front, shot, and it is wide by Bella Silva. Just wide. Might have been deflected by the goaltender as well, but very close on that shot. It was a good look. Out in front. I'll tell you, you got to give big credit to the Hiller coaches as that one is flung sky high out of play. Hiller's in the back line. Valine Hickey and Caitlin Wedemeyer have done a terrific job with this team, and it truly is amazing to see how much this team has progressed as the season has gone on. They started off with a lot of ball control issues, trouble controlling the possessions, giving up a lot of turnovers. Not really the case anymore. And they gave Medfield, one of the elite teams in the state lacrosse-wise, a run for their money last week. Very close game. Ended up being a Medfield 19-13 win, but close throughout. Ball knocked loose. Hiller's gonna pick it up. Dacey. Knocked loose once again, quickly picked up by her. Sinead Her looking to fling it up. It's intercepted. Here comes Holliston. Knocked back loose. Good physical play in this game as Rankin gets it over to the far side. Here comes the Hillers once again. Good job getting that ball back. Just under 14 minutes left to go here in the first half. Hillers maintaining the 3-0 lead. Holliston having trouble maintaining their possessions. Scanovan along the far side, looking to approach. Slips through a defender. Shot in! Michaela Scanovan pops her second goal of the day. The score comes at 13:20 left to go in the first half. Impressive stuff by the Hillers. And this is exactly the start the Hillers wanted. Don't underestimate this Holliston team. They are a team that will fight their way back, so the Hillers need to keep their foot on the gas throughout this game. Loose ball. And still knocked loose. And it's still knocked loose. Slippery little fella today. Hillers pick it up. Delacopa able to pick it up, flings it up to Dacey. Dacey approaching, now to Hayward. Bouvier. Back to Hayward. Now over to Dacey. Along the near side, Silva. Hillers just waiting for the right moment to strike. Arena with it. Back to Silva. Now Dacey. Dacey gets it over to Bouvier. A nice feed. Shot high. Hillers get to the back line. Good job by Sadid Her getting there. Put into play by Her. Looking to approach Hayward. Hayward boxed out. Over to Bouvier. Hillers doing a good job at shaking up the defenders and working together to find some gaps. Dacey back to Hayward. Hayward across. Her. Now approaching Hayward. Out in front, knocked loose. It's going to go Holliston's way. Pass up by Walker. Here comes the Panthers. Looking to approach. Quealy. Rushing in, gets it over. Shot. Good save by Arnold. Deflected. Picked up along the near side. Here comes Walker. Gets it over. Quealy. Panthers being patient. They know they could use a score here. Out in front, shot, and it is deflected. Loose ball picked up and popped in. It was Ava Lombardi with the initial shot. It was deflected, then Anderson Hastings picked it up and put it in. It is a 4-1 game at 10:19 left. So Holliston gets a well-needed goal. Panthers with it, working along the far side. Quealy gets it over. Holliston looking for another one here. Behind the net, that is Walker. Ball knocked loose. And the Panthers able to maintain, picked up by Kutchman. With it is Hastings. Hastings looking to slip by the defender. Gets it out over to Quealy. And we're going to get a reset here. Big opportunity for Holliston. Martha Walker with it. And box out by defenders. Nice job by the Hillers there. They'll do it again, however. Some contact initiated. Just under 8.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. 4-1 Hiller lead. Pass over to Quealy. Holliston working it around. O'Connell with it, gets it over. Quealy looking to approach. And boxed out. Good defense by the Hillers. Taking it out in front. Looking to approach. And some contact there as Walker was approaching. She'll have a chance to strike here. There she goes. Shot, it's in. Well, here comes Holliston barreling back. Martha Walker makes it a 4-2 game at 7:14 left to go in the first half. Holliston right back in it. Knocked out, and it's picked up by Hayward. Hiller's trying to work it up. Scanovan with it. Torigny over to Rosendale. Dacey. Just under 7 minutes left to go now. Hiller's going to take their time here. Good feed out in front. Shot deflected. Good save. It was a nice feed from Hayward to Dacey, but deflected by the goalkeeper. Kirstein with a nice save there. Hillers still with possession. Looking to approach. And Scanovan's boxed out. Ooh, contact. Scanovin's going to get a chance here. There's going to be a 2-minute penalty for that. They're going to get Martha Walker for 2 minutes. And she kind of swung the racket. I think she was going for the ball, but it ended up making contact with Scanovin. So the Hillers are going to have the man advantage. Out in front, shot in. Jamie Arena. A 5-2 Hiller lead at 5:53 left to go. And I don't believe the penalty comes off, even though there was a score, because it was a major. But I believe it is even strength now. So Martha Walker has to stay out of the game for the next 2 minutes, but it is even strength as the Panthers approach. Out in front, shot in! Way to strike back by Holliston, and we have ourselves a battle here. Anderson Hastings. She'll make it a 5-3 game at 5:38 left to go in the first half. Who's going to win this face-off? And that's been the key to Holliston's success as of late, is winning in that face-off circle a little more often. It's going to go Panthers' way. Knocked loose. Picked up by Arena. Approaching along the far side. Veer gets it over. Scanovin. Over to Arena. And knocked out of the grasp of Hayward. Loose ball along the far side. Good battle for it. Hillers maintain. Out in front, shot, Arena, yes! Great job by Charlotte Schuster, picking up the loose ball, getting it back for the Hillers, able to feed it to Arena, and Arena pops it in. A 6-3 game at 4:40 left to go in the first half. Off the face-off. Picked up by Holliston. Sarah Kutchman looking to approach. Passes it back. Hastings gets it over to Quattromoni. Looking to approach. O'Connell gets it out. Now with the Quealy taking some contact. Get a reset here. Penalty has expired. Approaching, there's a shot knocked away. Good save by Arnold. That shot was by Walker. Loose ball. Still loose. And Holliston gets it back. Pass. Shot. And it was deflected. Another great save by Arnold. It was Kutchman that picked it up. Got it over to, I believe it was Hastings, who was able to rip the shot from right in front. A wide open look. And Arnold deflects it. Holliston still with possession. Along the far side, just under 3 minutes left to go here in half number one. Well, as this game has gone on, Holliston's done a lot better at controlling their possessions. Ooh, some contact there. Approaching, shot in. Caitlin Queeley. Caitlin Queeley, a sophomore, makes it a 6-4 game. And 2:19 left to go in the first half. Well, you're getting your money's worth with this game here today. Good back and forth contest. Both teams very hungry for a win. They're both right on the cusp of a playoff spot. And we're going to get you the TVL standings coming into the week. Standings starting to be pretty important right now as we are in the final couple weeks of the spring sports season. I'll fix that at the half. Along the far side. Now the Hillers are in the Division I bracket. Holliston in the Division II bracket. Top 32 teams automatically get in, but also so do the teams that finish with at least a 500 record. And the Hillers are currently ranked 33rd, so they are right in the picture. And it's going to go Holliston's way. In the case of the Panthers, they are the 23rd seed in the Division II bracket, so they're in a very comfortable position. The Hillers could certainly use a couple more wins and work their way into that top 32, and if they're able to capture this one here today, that would be huge. Here comes Holliston. Up behind the net. Out in front. Hillers get it back. Over to Arnold. A minute left here in the first half. This was a fun, entertaining half. Certainly looking forward to seeing what the next half brings. This game's going to go right down to the final minutes, no doubt. Rosendale working up the near side. Gets it over to Dacey. Hillers hoping for a buzzer beater here. And quickly into the attack zone. Scanovan approaching, shot in! Michaela Scanovan. Huge goal there as we near the end of the first half. Makes it 7-4 with 28 seconds left. Get that goal. I'll fix it at the half. Sorry about that. Off the face-off, here comes the Hillers. Knocked loose and it was deflected out. We'll have a side out. It'll be Holliston ball. 15 seconds left. I don't know if they're going to be able to do much with it. Taking it out is McLeod. And she's going to quickly try to work her way up the far side, but that's going to do it. And that'll end half number one at the end of the first half. It's the Hopkinton Hillers 7, the Holliston Panthers 4. It should be an exciting second half. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready for the second half. A very exciting, action-packed first half. It's a 7-4 Hiller lead. We have switched ends. Hillers will now be working right to left across your screen. Rachel Bouvier in the face-off circle. Tom Nappy happy to be with you on the call. Gene Comiskey on camera. A good face-off win against Ava Lombardi. And actually, it's knocked loose. Holliston picks it up. Here goes Walker. Walker going to take it back into the defensive zone over to the far side. Now working her way upfield. Well, I'll tell you what, this game's far from over. It was a great start for the Hillers, but this Holliston team, they are terrific. They have a lot of talent, and they have worked their way back into this game. And they certainly would love to try to get a win here today. But the Hillers, they know what's at stake. Sitting at that 33rd spot in the Division I bracket, you got to get every win you can. A lot on the line here in this TVL Large matchup. Callie Hopkins with it. Hillers get the turnover. Arnold. Here goes Hayward. It's up to Scanovan. Scanovan looking to approach. Knock loose. How to play it goes. And it'll go Hillers' way. Caroline Brady with it. Knock loose. Some contact there. Stays with Holliston. Panthers trying to work it upfield. Looking to strike. And we're going to reset here. Walker gets it back. Queeley with it. And loose ball. Picked up along the back line. Good turnover there as Hopkins gets possession. Trying to work her way past the defenders. Scanovan. Hillers working into the attack zone. Hillers working around the net. Looking to approach. That's Arena knocked loose. Picked up by Holliston. Pass over by Caroline Brady. Panthers quickly working towards the attack zone. Walker with it. And there's a shot and a good save by Arnold there. Pass along the near side, goes out of play. It's going to go to Holliston. Pass in by Queely. Holliston working it around the net. Just under 21 minutes left to go here in half number 2. There remains a 7-4 Hiller lead. Pass over. And we'll get a reset. Caitlin Queely with possession and a chance to net one here. Approaching, shot, and it's wide. Holliston able to keep it. And Holliston will keep it off the reset. Ava Lombardi with it. Gets it behind. I think they're looking for a little give and go there, but good defense in front of the net by the Hillers. Knocked loose along the near side. Picked up by Hastings. Approaching. Batted down in front, and Arnold wraps it up. Along the far side, Bouvier. Gets it over to her. Good pass to Scanovid. Scanovid going to take her time with it. Hiller is working it around. Trying to approach Scanovid. Boxed out. Good defense by Holliston. Ooh, I'll tell you what, these refs letting them play out there. I like it. They're not going to call the ticky-tack things. They're going to let them play and have some fun out there. And that's why it's been a very entertaining game to watch. Bouvier looking to approach. And there's a shot and a score for the Hillers. Emily Hayward rings it through. Big time goal there. That'll make it an 8-4 Hiller lead at 18:22 left to go in this contest. They'll have to face off Bouvier and Lombardi. Here comes the Hillers. Oh, got some contact. We're gonna have a yellow card. And I believe, is that against Walker? I think it is. So it'll stay with the Hillers. Martha Walker getting the Yellow card there for Holliston. And she'll be out for the next 2 minutes. We're going to get a call here. The official's going to let us know what's happening. That's her second penalty. She might be done for the day. Well, I guess we'll see, but very possible as the Hillers with possession. Loose ball. Knocked loose and picked up by Hopkins, who takes some contact. Stays with the Hillers. Silva gets it over. Out in front, batted around, and the Holliston gets the interception, picked off by Quealy. I'll tell you what, I like the style of these officials. They're letting them play out there, letting them get a little physical, but not too physical, and calling the game just right. You're not getting a whole lot of stoppages, which is good. Continuous action in this TVO large matchup. Knocked loose, some contact out, stays with Holliston. Quealy gets it back over to O'Connell. And I'll tell you what, on the resets, they're quick to blow the whistle to get the play back in the action, which is good. You're not having those long stoppages that you see in some cases. And it keeps a good flow of the game. Hillers working along the far side. Just under 17 minutes left now. The Hillers defensively have just done terrific in the last few minutes. They're not giving Holliston many openings at all. There's a pass over to 18 Quattromoni. Now to Quealy. Back to Quattromoni. Flings it behind the net. Lombardi goes behind the net over to, I believe that's Hastings. Hastings back to Lombardi. Trying to knock it loose is Hayward. Off the reset. 16 minutes left. Hillers up by 4. Along the near side, Kutchman gets it out. Holliston looking to approach. It's Quealy. She'll have an opportunity here, drawing the contact. Approaching and deflected. Arnold with the save. Oh, Hiller's goalkeeping has been excellent. Scanovan working it upfield quickly, flings it up. Here comes the Hillers, approaching the attack zone quickly. Silva, and knocked loose and collected by the keeper. Kirstein picks it up. I think Silva took a little hit on the racket there that knocked the ball loose. She couldn't get the shot off she wanted as the Panthers work back upfield. Quattromoni looking to approach. Taking it out, Lombardi out in front. That was good defense by the Hillers, but contact initiated. Holliston going to have a chance here. Here's Jenna Quattromoni. Approaching. And batted loose. Holliston maintains, picked up by Quealy. Holliston really wants to score here. Time not on their side. There's a shot deflected. Hillers get it back. Scanovan picks it up. More great goalkeeping by Morgan Arnold. Here comes Hayward. Correction, that's Stacy. Gets it out in front. Arena. Pass back. Hiller's going to slow it down. And the Hillers' case time is very much on their side, and they'd like to burn some of it. It's turned into a great weather day for this game here today. And there's a shot and a beauty of a goal. Jamie Arena striking with authority. Arena makes it a 9-4 game at 13:13 left to go. And Jamie Arena officially has a hat trick. So she gets her third goal at 13:13. I would say that seems pretty lucky. Off the face-off. Hillers with it. Good win in the face-off circle. Rosendale along the far side. We'll get the reset. Rosendale flings it out. Hayward. Silva along the near side. Back to Hayward. Now to Scanovan. Out in front, Scanovan. And there's a shot, it's put in! Emma Dacey. Well, the Hillers looking to run away with this game. They lead it 10-4 at 12:27 left to go. Emma Dacey getting in the scorebooks for her first time today. Well, she did have an assist as well. We're going to get a timeout. 12:27 left to go. The Hillers 10, Holliston 4. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Off the timeout, 12:27 left to go. A 10-4 Hiller lead. And we continue on as the Hillers looking to rack up a huge win here today and improve to 6-8 on the season. On the far side. Here comes the Hillers rushing in. They're going to take their time, try to burn some clock, but if they see that opportunity, they're going to take it. I'll tell you, the Hillers' ball control has just significantly improved this season. I mean, early on, they're giving up a whole lot of turnovers. They don't do that anymore. They're able to control their possessions and wait and end up having enough time in a lot of cases to find that good open look since they are able to control those possessions. Out in front, knocked loose. And it's still batted around. Who's going to get it? Fumblerooski. And it's picked up by the Hillers. Rosendale able to collect. Out in front, Arena, shot, and we got a good save. First time with a huge save there. Here comes Holliston. And I've been corrected. The Hillers are actually 5-9 on the season. So this win this game certainly crucial to win. for the Hillers as they got to pile up some more wins to get into that top 32. They're very close. But earlier this week, they ended up having a loss as Holliston looking to approach. Panthers quickly running out of time here. Actually, it was Medfield on Thursday that was unaccounted for. There's a shot and a well-needed score for Holliston. Caitlin Quealy makes it 10-5. Well, Holliston's still sticking around. This game's not over. 5 goals could be scored relatively quickly in this sport. And still 10:08 left to go. So Hillers need to keep their foot down on that gas and keep playing terrific defense. Don't forget, folks, our Hiller Sports Day far from over. Later tonight, we have Hiller baseball and softball, both games at 7 p.m. Both teams will be taking on Norwood. I'll be on the call for the baseball game. John Ritz will be bringing you the softball game. 2 very important games tonight. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m., both Hiller baseball and softball live once again on HCAM as they take on Holliston. Legendary Hall of Fame coach Steve Samos on the call for Hiller baseball against Holliston tomorrow. I'll be over at the softball game for the Strikeout Cancer game. There's a shot deflected. Loose ball. Holliston maintains. Picked up by Lombardi. There's a shot, and that's deflected. It was just wide. And who does it go to? It'll stay with Holliston. Approaching 9 minutes left to go here in the second half. Holliston looking to work quickly. You see them getting a little more anxious, rushing in for those shot opportunities. And they're going to try one right here. Knocked loose. Oh, good pass. I thought it was knocked loose, but it was over to Quattromoni from Lombardi. That was a good feed. She ran into trouble, saw the 2 defenders in front of her, and was able to flick it to Quattromoni. Out in front, Quealy. Approaching. Contact initiated. Big opportunity here to put Holliston right back in this game. Approaching. Good defense. They were able to get out right in front of Quealy. Now, I think in that case, Quealy still should have tried the shot. But I think you got to take that one step and just shoot right away. Lombardi gets it over. Well, Holliston can't afford to be too patient here. They are running a little bit low on time. Out in front, there's a shot. And that was deflected. Good shot by, or a good look by Hastings, but terrific work in net once again by Morgan Arnold. And if we're doing 3 stars of the game, if the Hillers pull this out, Morgan Arnold certainly is one of those 3 stars. And she's just been tremendous in net, made a lot of crucial saves. Gets it over. Hillers looking to work up the far side. Good pass up to Bouvier. Trying to work up into the attack zone. Hayward feeds it over, and it's wide. Hillers maintain possession. And it's popped in. Good score there by the Hillers. believe that was Arena. But in any case, an 11-5 lead, 6:40 left to go, and that really gives a boost to the situation for the Hillers and puts even more pressure on Holliston. Off the face-off. Knocked loose, picked up quickly by Hayward, and the Hillers have it. Hillers looking to quickly approach once again. Arena deflects the shot. Well, the Hillers aren't wasting any time. They know they're up. They don't have to shoot right away, but if they see that look, they're going to take it. Another impressive thing about the Hillers here today is the shot opportunities they are taking. They are waiting for the right opportunity, getting some great openings, and drawing up some great passing routes as well. Hayward coming in, and it's knocked loose and taken back by Holliston. Here goes Quealy flying up the field. She knows time's a factor. Gets it up. Shot deflected. Great save by Arnold. Ava Lombardi had an open look, but Arnold said, "Not in my house." Holliston looking to approach. There's a shot, and they get one. And that keeps them hanging around. Anderson Hastings makes it 11-6. So Holliston continues to hang around. They're not going away. Very resilient team. The score comes at 5:18, just 42 seconds after the goal from Jamie Arena. Actually, correction, Arena's goal was at 6:40, so about a minute and a half after. But Holliston going to need to strike quickly. But I'll tell you, it's going to be important for the Hillers in this final 5 minutes to hang on to your possessions and don't give up turnovers. And a win in the face-off circle, which they look to have done here. Rachel Bouvier picks it up. Great box out by Bouvier on the approaching Ava Lombardi. With it is Hayward. Gets it over, Arena. Dacey feeds it behind the net. Now the Hillers are going to go into Operation Burn Clock for a while. But if they see that opening, they're going to take it. Here goes Hayward. Saw the opening, took it, and nets it. Emily Hayward. I don't even think her plan was to shoot, but she saw there was one defender in front of her, no one else in sight, and she said, "I can do this." A nice move around the defender, kind of a swim type of move. Able to work her way right in front of the net and pop it in. Well, Hayward had 2 goals in the first half. Has 2 goals in this half, 4 overall. I'd say she is the player of the game, as she has just been huge for the Hillers. Also has a couple of assists at least in this one. Not sure if it's 2 or 3, but she's definitely in the book for some assists as well. Holliston working it up the far side. 4:20 left to go. If Holliston can strike quickly, they may be able to hang around, but time's certainly a factor now. Quattromoni gets it over. Knocked loose and picked up by Hayward. More tremendous defense from the Hillers. They just are so good at closing up those gaps in front of the net. Hayward gets it down. Over to Kendall Tom. Tarigny. Out to Hayward. Rosendale. Arena. Hillers looking to hang on and grab the win here on Youth Lacrosse Day at Hopkinton High School. Contact initiated by Hayward. We'll get a reset. Off the whistle, go, approaches and puts it in. Emily Hayward does it again. Icing on the cake for the Hillers. Hillers up 13-6 at 3:01 left to go. Well, and I would say that was pretty much the finisher right there. 5 goals for Emily Hayward, the senior. Unbelievable. Hillers winning the face-off circle once again. Well, this is a statement win for the Hillers. You take on a team that beat you pretty good earlier in the season, and you're able to turn it right around and make a statement. And another goal here, Emma Dacey. Emma Dacey makes it 14-6. At 2:31 left to go. Yeah, this is definitely a statement win, and very good to see the Hillers able to come back and take down this Holliston team. And it just shows you how much they have improved. They'll improve to 6 and 9 on the season, and this will certainly move them a few inches closer to that 32nd spot. And how about another goal? Because why not? Jamie Arena. Now they're just having some fun out there. 15-6 at 2:22 left to go. The Hillers pouring it on. Well, the Hillers came to play here today. They weren't messing around, and it certainly showed. Very impressive win. Along the far side, we'll take you through the upcoming Hillers schedule. Show you who they have coming up here in the final games of the regular season. They got a big one next week that we'll be covering. On Monday at 4 p.m., they'll be taking on Ashland. Huge battle between Hiller Girls Lacrosse and Ashland next week. Then on Tuesday next week, very busy week for them next week, they'll be over in Westwood for what should be a very tough game. And then to close out regular season, they're taking on Weston. And that's it for the regular season. So the Hiller girls hoping to pick up at least a couple of those games to try to get into that top 32 seeding. There's a shot and a score by Holliston. As they'll play for pride, Anderson Hastings strikes. And Holliston, they look as if they will get into the Division II postseason. They'll be a fun team to watch in the postseason. And they're certainly a talented team as well, expected to do big things in that postseason. We look forward to seeing where they end up. I can tell you one thing, Hopkinton and Holliston won't see each other in the postseason. Holliston in the Division II bracket, Hillers in the Division I bracket. And I'll tell you, that Division I bracket, not an easy playoff system to get into. So the fact that the Hillers are right there at number 33 is very impressive. And it shows you that their strength of schedule has not been weak. They have had some very tough out-of-league competition throughout the course of the season. And that's why they have enough points to be right there in the standings. Along the near side, and we're going to get some contact. Holliston going to work it upfield as we approach the final minute. Ooh, and someone lost their racket there. Knocked loose. Under a minute left to go. Quayle picks it up. I'll tell you what, I hope those youth lacrosse athletes who are watching this one will certainly learn a thing or two from watching this tremendous Hiller girls team. Holliston looking to approach here for a buzzer beater. Takes it, makes it. Anderson Hastings. Well, I'll tell you what, Anderson Hastings has been impressive today for Holliston. She has racked up a number of goals. It's actually her 5th goal. She is impressive to watch. Hastings is only a sophomore as well. And actually, this Holliston team, very young. There's only, looks like 3 seniors on the roster, so a very young team. Certainly impressive to see where they are in the standings, as they're right in the playoff picture. Hiller's gonna play it out. Let's see, are they gonna take a buzzer beater? It looks like they might. Arena. And the clock will run out. And that will do it. The Hopkinton Lady Hillers capture the win 15-8. A very impressive victory by the Hillers. They outscore Holliston in the first half 7-4. And again in the second half 8-4. A dominant win, a statement win, and a big win for the Hillers as they look to try to get in to the postseason. And this certainly is a big step towards clinching a spot in the postseason and moving into that top 32. A big, well-needed win here today by the Hillers. Very impressive. So the Hillers going to improve to 6-9. Holliston will fall to 6-9. We certainly wish Holliston good luck the rest of the way. They'll more than likely be in the postseason as well. But for Gene Comiskey on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time. The Hopkinton Hillers victorious over the Holliston Panthers by a final score of 15-8. That will wrap up coverage for today. Don't forget, tonight, Hiller girls softball and baseball beats up with Norwood. Both games at 7 p.m. live on HCAM. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.